So, very good evening, friends. Meeting again in the session of Materia Medica, and today we're going to learn one not well proved remedy, but very useful in our homeopathic practice. That is the Tarentula Cubensis. It requires further proving, even though this remedy has been proved by 3-4 persons, but still the details are not yet in hand. Most of the features are of a physical nature. But all those physical symptoms are very important if you utilize it clinically. This remedy first proved by T.F. Allen, then it was again proved by Oscar Hansen of Copenhagen, then by Nash, then by even Jetiken. But what we got are the features which are related with the more superficial level at the skin level. But depth of it is up to the cancer miasm. Pathology is advanced. Tubercular to cancer miasm is the pathology over there in Tarentula Cubensis. But the mentals are not so marked or not so classically found in Tarentula Cubensis. Considering Tarentula hispanica, if the symptoms matches at the skin level more commonly with the mentality of a tarantula, then we can think about the Tarentula cubensis with confidence. I will share one case in my practice. It was way back. A lady was brought to me by her elder sister. This lady was 30 years around. By profession, she was a dancer. And she had a child who was nearly about 1.5 years old, and she was breastfeeding earlier and then stopped breastfeeding since last 6 months because she started getting recurrent breast abscesses. It was operated 3 or 4 times. First, it was developed on right side, then it has developed in left side, then both the sides at a time, and 3 or 4 times they were operated. And fifth time she developed the swelling in right breast, and it was tremendously painful. And she was in agony and she was in depression along with that. She was taken to the same gynecologist and who said that now again you have to operate, and she became so disturbed that she said, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Then that gynecologist tried to rupture it with the needle and nothing comes out. She pricked the needle over there, but nothing comes out. And patient was in severe pain. Then her elder sister brought this patient to me and asked the help of homeopathy for this. And patient was weeping with pain. Very severe pain was there. And she said that this is fifth time this has happened. And she had a very severe high-grade fever at that time with a tachycardia. She was, along with, she was just started getting sweating over there, and she had taken already the antibiotics for 3 days and everything, and nothing was working. She was, and when I saw that abscess, it has a tremendous inflammation and a purplish blue hue over the abscess on right side of breast. And she was in agony with the pain. Pains were intolerable, and she was just weeping because of it. There was, she said that, doctor, since 3 days, I'm having so much sweating. Whenever I used to take the medicines, the sweating happens to be there, and because of which I got very severe weakness. So, patient was in such a state, in agony, and she had very severe intolerable pain. looked like a septicemia because of that. And by profession, she was a dancer. Looking at the hue, two remedies were in my mind. Either it is lachesis, either it is a Tarentula cubensis. Because it was looking like carbuncle, very hard swelling, hard swelling. There was no pus directly. It was hard red. So first thought was there in my mind, either lachesis, either Tarentula cubensis. I have given preference to the Tarentula cubensis, considering her severity of the pain and the bluish purplish hue, which also happens to be there in lachesis also. But I have given the Tarentula cubensis 30 in repeated doses, asked her to meet me day after tomorrow. But there was a phone call from her elder sister next day, and she said, Doctor, it has opened and pus was coming out. So I asked to bring her to clinic, and when she was brought to me, they have collected that pus. It is half of the glass of the pus was there, and she was relieved because of that pus was taken out, and she was absolutely relieved from pain. And when we have done dressing, more pus came out during the procedure. Nothing was doing. It was just a hole which has been developed over there, and automatically things went off. Thereafter, we have done the calendula dressing regularly and no more remedy. I stopped giving the Tarentula cubensis to her. To my surprise, this lady never had recurrent breast abscess thereafter. It stopped completely. The process has stopped. Tarentula cubensis is a very specific remedy for such types of carbuncles, abscesses, where the induration is more important. At the same time, the severity of the pain is very important. It can land into the septic state, septic fever, and that's why it comes closer to the pyrogen. But pyrogen, this septicemia reflects in the low temperature but very severe pulse or high severe tachycardia with clean tongue in pyrogen or varnished, as if varnished it was there in pyrogen. So this is a wonderful remedy, a Tarentula cubensis. It is spider from Cubans. We'll just see, open the Borix Materia Medica and we'll learn this. A toxemic medicine, septic conditions. First sentence, toxemic medicine, septic condition, diphtheria. Adapted to the most severe types of inflammation and pain, early and persistent prostration. So there is not only the pain, no, there is not only the inflammation, but it is severe inflammation with severe prostration. Various forms of malignant suppuration. See, this is again one important thing. Various form of malignant suppuration, purplish hue and burning stinging pains. Purplish hue, underline this. This is very important. It goes closer to the lachesis at this level. Bubo. Bubo is nothing but the abscess formation in the lymph nodes. Is bubo stage. It is a remedy for pain of death. So severe pain that is the patient talks in such a sense, it is better to die than this pain. So it is a remedy for pain of death, soothes the last struggles, especially in tuberculosis. This remedy is a very important remedy in last stages. Pruritus, especially about genitals, the feet are restless, intermittent septic chills, bubonic plague, as a curative and preventive remedy, especially during the period of invasion in plague. Head symptoms, the dizziness after heat or hot perspiration, dull ache at the top of head, shooting pain through the left eye across the frontal region. So from left eye to the frontal region, there is a pain. Gastric symptoms, the stomach feels hard and sore, loss of appetite except for breakfast. Back symptoms, itches across the kidney region, Extremities, hands tremble, turgid with blood. Urinary complaints, there is a retention of urine, cannot hold urine on cupping. Skin, red spots and pimples, feels puffed all over, feels that there is swelling all over. Carbuncles, burning, stinging pains. Carbuncles is very important, indurated hard swelling which is there. Purplish hue, that is very, very important. Gangrene, see the pathologies. Gangrene, abscesses where the pain and inflammation predominate. Scirrhus of the breast, scirrhus carcinoma of the breast. It covers the carcinomatous changes. Senile ulcers, old ulcers, ulcers develops in old people. Sleep, there is a drowsiness. Sleep is restless. Sleep prevented by the harsh cuff. Cuff is like antimatat. It is like a rattling cuff, which also happens to be there in this remedy. Relationship, compare the arsenic, the pyrogen, the Crotellus horridus, the echinacea, the anthracinum, the belladonna, and apis. Related with the cellulitis, related with the boils, related with carbuncles. Modality is better by smoking, better worse at night. Night aggravation is very characteristic of this remedy. Dose 6 to 30th, but I will prefer more commonly this in this remedy, the 30th and more. 30 and 200, these are the best potencies to be considered in Tarentula cubensis. So very short remedy, not well proved, but have very specific action on such types of carbuncles, boils, abscesses. Even I have used it in one case of the Bartholin's abscess, where this same thing, that pain was intolerable to the pain and patient was in agony with the pain with this purplish hue of appearance. So this remedy, one should not forget these few important things which are mentioned over there. The carbuncles, very painful, septic states, the septic fevers associated with chills, and the patient who feels better aggravated by the touch, and at the same time patient is absolutely in agony. The death-like pains is the characteristic of this remedy. And most important, the purplish hue is very, very characteristic of Tarentula cubensis. So that's all regarding the Tarentula cubensis, what we have learned today. Tomorrow we'll go ahead with, not tomorrow, we'll meet on Monday directly with another remedy. So that's all for today. Thank you being there and good night.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, sir.
sir.
Have a good night.
Okay.